Let's see if this works. Yeah, cool. All right, so let's exit last epoch for now. I'll give Maple Tuna a follow, by the way. Who raided me earlier. Would be interesting to see him play. What's that game? Dead by Daylight.
Because I know there's quite a few new people that have been joining and hanging out, and it's great to meet all of you. It's great to meet all of you.
Oh, is that the Spellblade? No.
Alright. I'm genuinely
That's a
curious
Sentinel.
how many monoliths I've done total. Or echoes. I'm getting better at not calling them maps, at least.
Cool, all right. Let's jump into it. So, where are we? So current state of the sandbox game is that you can do multiplayer, you can run around, but there's basically no wait a minute. This must be an older version. Might need to fetch git. No, it's ls. Why can't I do ls in here? cd sandbox. Godot projects. Sandbox game. Okay. Git stash. Git pull. Already up to date. Ooh, hey Fishblood. Thank you for the sub, man. Second subscriber. Thank you so much. Oh, I thought you said you would be the first. No, but you're a founder, man. Nice little logo next to your name now. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Well, I think this is also good. Thank you so much. How have you been? How was the? Did you make any progress in Lethal Company yesterday? Uh, 3D, no, vertical box. Okay, so just pushing it from my other computer. Let's see if it shows up. Git pull. There we go. You restarted the server 3 times in a row. Yeah, hopefully we can manage better. Yeah, it was a bit unclear, honestly, like what the game is. It felt a bit empty. Maybe we missed something. Reload. Reload. Okay, let's try now. How was it compared to, you had played some other horror game, right? Like Plus, Brager, blah. I don't remember. Yeah, it had a name. Okay, here we go. Phobia, plasmophobia or something. Was watching some videos on YouTube earlier. Go grab trash, go back. Phasmophobia. It's better. Okay, cool. Oh no. So this is still not... Thought I solved that problem. Hmm. But yeah, I think I want to do a new project. Phasmophobia. You and your team investigate haunted locations. Nice. Yeah, let's try that. That would be fun to play. I've never tried it. Let me just open up my document. My game design document. And mm, so here we go. Here's the time plan. By 14th. Oh no, wait. Does this mean the planning needs to be done now? No, that's not reasonable. We need to push the planning. 1 more week. So let's move everything down. That's why we have a buffer. Good start. So ARPG. ARPG like. Sandbox Defender. Sandbox Beautiful. These are the code names. And 3D Among Us. I mean, let me just solve that bug. It annoys me. I think I've already solved it once. So the reason it's bugging out, the player is spawning at one location, but the player spawn, we have a code piece here, like they're spawning on different heights, so the second player is spawning below the ground, even though the X and Z coordinates are the same. And I think it's here we set that. Yeah. Here, world generator, get noise, vertical amplitude, Y spawn position. We need to do that. Why does that not happen in both cases though? Print. Player.name. Spawned. One spawned. Spawned. Okay, so what? And what is this? Multiplayer cube spawner. I don't know if we're using this anymore. Okay, let's just increase this for now. It's the same position. Okay, anyway. So in the 3D Among Us, or let's call it 3D Mafia, game concept. Someone is an assassin. Find the assassin before they kill the crew. Game mechanics. There's a limited area to move around in. There are tasks that the players need to do that spreads them out. Players can call for a boat to kill someone. They believe is the assassin. Oh, and now I'm on the PC, so I can finally use Paint. Yes, I'm gonna do Among Us, like a Among Us copy, but in 3D. I'm just jumping around between ideas, but I think that's good in the beginning, at least, until I like lock in. It feels like the scope of a game like this is quite small. Or feasible, maybe is the right word. Among Us with pooping mechanics, yes please. Like, who was it? Whose poop is this? Who's got food poisoning? Maybe you could be like a bit of a Fallout theme. You're in a vault, underground. But no, that's also futuristic. I like if it's like more like a different theme. Cafeteria. I feel super uncreative right now. Generating ideas for the sake of generating ideas. Yeah, kind of. So if I want to meet the target of releasing something by 1st of July, I think I cannot just blindly build on one of the projects I have because they might be too big in scope. Yeah. So apologies for jumping around a bit. So why is this not working? Let's spawned at Y position. Why spawn position? Why are they different? According to the game, they're not. Let's just print player dot position. Zero, 22.5, 0. No way. Ideas for ideas, just not a good approach. You're not solving any problem. True. No natural driver or a process that have a goal. Yeah. It's a good point. Maybe it's better to just build something that is fun to build and then try to scope it as you go. I'm stuck at the point now where I've kind of learned to implement something, and now it's like, okay, but what's the game gonna be like? What's the game like? What's the mechanics? What will make it fun? If you have a time constraint, I would suggest to just build something that make game fun right now. At least fun at almost any point in the development. Yeah, good point. What makes games fun for you? Yeah, like progression, like some kind of when they make me feel stuff, and like when there's some kind of progression, sense of progression and mastery, like with the sandbox type of games, for example, like building and crafting, really fun. in ARPGs is like the progression, learning more about how they work. To become better. If we make this world, add some more stuff to it, and then some crafting, I think that could be fun. Yeah. There's so many options, that's the problem. I guess that's why I get stuck like this. And think like, okay, what's the right path forward? Because whichever path I choose, I can spend a lot of time on it, and I want to pick the right thing. Yeah, maybe for now, let's ignore the multiplayer aspect and just build. I'll need to make cube placement anyway. Yeah. Yeah, let's add some building features. The problem with the multiplayer was that, like, when you place a box, that didn't sync across the network. So you couldn't see them, they were like invisible. So here, add box. Be right back. Cool. All right, let's add some box placement. Create cube in world on null instance. Oh, because we're under characters now. Yeah. Like that. So we just do world generator. Get cube scene, null instance. Ah, same again. World. Wait. Can we do that instead? Isn't that the same thing? There we go. Okay, cool. Can we jump to it? Almost. So that's back. That's cool. What's going on here? Test box. Think these things can be removed. Yeah. Let's make it so we can only build them on the ground. Make it so boxes can only be built on the ground. So for that, so if we have the camera here, oops, and the ground like that. So we are targeting this one. It should identify the box or whatever and just place it on top of it. So we need some ray tracing. I did some ray tracing in the ARPG project actually. Nice. Yeah, here. So we do something here. Left mouse. Get viewport. Project array. Let's copy paste this. Unhandled input and input. What's the difference? Camera 3D is what we call it here. And over here we call it layer, camera controller, cam 3D. Get nodes in group. What is that even? Returns a list of all nodes assigned to a given group. Ah, it's assigned to the camera group. Okay. That's why. I don't like that approach. Let's instead do just get the node. Get node camera 3D. We don't need to navigate. Let's do just for investigation, print result. Doesn't look like I've... Wait. I'm already picking up. Set mouse mode. Crazy, I already started to forget. Here, I'm doing it somewhere. Where am I calling build? There. Build was just pressed. So that's where I should move this. Would be cool if we're highlighting whatever we are, the ray is hitting. If we change the color of that one so it's like highlighted. So let's do that. Highlight. Target. Result. Dot. Collider. Highlight result. Collider. And then let's figure out how to recolor it. I think there's biscuit baking going on in the kitchen. It smells so good. Oh my god. Can't concentrate. I guess highlight rotating becomes like a feature of one of the boxes. Let's just do for now. Just change the color of it and then we'll do it better later. So there's too much repeating going on here. This is exactly the same code. Just that one of them puts it in the real world. We should just do your place smells of baked apples. Nice, dude. Get cube scene position color. Still works, right? Ah, it's highlight result. Let's call it highlight. No, let's just say highlight cube instead. No. That did not work. Hey Nick, hey Payday, what's up? I'm trying to make some kind of sandbox game here, like Minecraft related or Minecraft similar. Okay, now it works again. Why is this different? Like, I think they have basically the same code. Position. Color. Mesh. Ah. No, they're both there. Or what is the difference? Is there one? Box mesh, set position, collision shape. And then we have the static body. Yeah. It should work. Var new cube equals position color. This should be the exact same thing. but it's not. Okay, what if we do it the other way around then? Let's take this, move it out, put it in here. Oh, okay, I get it now. No, I see it. Now I know why it's not working. It's because this is not returning anything. And this should work. So let's see. Yes. But now this is failing. Invalid, get index collider. Oh, is it if I press in the sky? Yeah, that's probably gonna fail. I remember that from the ARPG. Yeah, that works, but if I do it in the sky, fail. Invalid, get index. Okay, we need to do something like if result, then you can highlight cube. Just to capture that error. What's your favorite, hey Methane, what's your favorite Godot engine-based game? Road to Vostok is looking pretty good so far, eh? I haven't seen Road to Vostok. I don't know that many, like what games are built with Godot, to be honest. Hardcore single-player survival game set in a post-apocalyptic border zone. Survive, loot, plan, and prepare your way. Nice. So this is Godot, a Godot game. La Peranta. Yeah, looks cool. Wow. What about you, Methane? Which is your favorite? Developer, Road to Vostok. Oh, there is a demo out. Interesting. So let's see now, does it crash? No, good. So we can now press like that in the sky. Ah, Jetfighter. I don't know if trailer is Godot. Game was made in Unity first, but now dev is porting to Godot. He has a channel on YouTube with some details about development. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. So what's his name? Road to Vostok. Devlog. Is this real life? Yeah, right? Yeah, it is. Cool production. Yeah, I'll subscribe. You're making Godot look good. Yeah. Methane. Oh, I don't know enough about the engine. This one really impressed me. Didn't realize Godot was so powerful. Thought it was still mostly 2D. Yeah. Yeah, it seems... I mean, I haven't built anything very demanding in it yet, but it seems very promising. It's good that we're getting some big titles out. I think it's just a matter of time. I think that soon the biggest game on Godot will be Slay the Spire 2. What is that? Slay the Spire. Roguelike deck builder. Nej. Oh my god. Tack. This is what was smelling so good. It's a banana bread thing. Wow. Mm. Oh, you like Slay the Spire? Never tried it. Mm. Card games and roguelikes. Jättegott. May not look as impressive as some 3D realistic game. Good production value. Relatively big studio behind it. Nice. That such a big studio is doing it in Godot. I don't really know what the difference is between the engines are when it comes to these kind of games. I know, who was it? The production studio of last Epoch, they were asked about the choice of engine. And they're using Unity. And they said, yeah, it was the right choice because it was available. Like, we had people who knew it. But they considered Godot. But it wasn't in the right state at that time when they started, and they didn't have people who knew it. But that will probably change. But honestly, I'm not really a fanboy of any of them. I think they're good tools. They're probably good, all of them. And they're all seem to be very approachable for like the cost model seems to be very good for indie or like solo developers. Where you only pay basically when you start earning a lot of money. With like revenue over $100,000 or something like that. Okay, so let's try out highlight cube then. Can we first try to just change the color? So we have a static body. It has a mesh. Maybe we need to name everything now. But what are the questionable decisions made by Unity? I haven't followed that debate. But they changed the revenue model, I think, to make it even cheaper for indie developers. So what's the questionable thing? I haven't understood that. So let's give the mesh a name so we can reference it. Mesh.name equals mesh. How far down do we need to go here? Box mesh dot name equals box mesh. And then we need material as well. No, wait a minute. Do these things have names? No, they don't. We only need it on the mesh, I think. Collider.mesh. If we play this, let's see the structure. Oh. Yeah. So let's check the remote scene tree, world generator. So it's body mesh. We're accessing the mesh there. And then we need to get the mesh. Hey Tony, what's up? It's a string, you forgot quotation marks. Yeah, yeah, but I shouldn't have named it as well, so I just removed it. They made horrible changes and returned everything back after a massive backlash, but the reputation has been damaged. Interesting. Yeah, on the Godot Discord, there's like, they call it Unity migrants or something, that they're like migrating away, or Unity refugees, or there's some kind of naming on it. Tony Gen Z. Ah, that's why they moved. Interesting. It's good for Godot, I guess, and Unreal Engine. So how do I access this? Object ID. There is an object in here. But we're setting everything like... Can we do mesh.mesh to get the box mesh? I guess so. Dot material. No, wait, this needs to be dot get node mesh. And then we do... This is a bit convoluted at the moment. Mesh.mesh.collider. I don't know. I do most coding like at the moment, but I guess at some point I need to do... Or what do you mean by design? Like trying to design the game, like the game mechanics and so on. But when it comes to the art, yeah, we'll see. I might try to... I mean, the art is important, and the sound and music and so on that can really add a layer to the game. But we'll see. I'll try to make some good game mechanics and a fun game first, and then like those things can be added on later, I think. So mesh dot mesh dot material dot albedo color. Color. Let's just do white. See if this works. Yeah, it works. Oh my god. Nice. So the box we're targeting will be white now. When we're clicking like this. Look at that. Okay, so next thing will be to get this to just highlight whatever we are like having our pointer at, and then removing the highlight. Ah. That's awesome. So how do I highlight anything that... I'm not looking at anymore? Oh, is there something called luminance on the material? It's not a bad idea. I think there is a test box we can look at. Let's create one to see what kind of options we have. Or maybe we can read the docs. So it's a material, standard material. All three, base material. Emission. Okay, let's try that. So emission enabled. That's true. Nothing really happens. Okay. Let's give it like a green emission. Set emission. Coding while on Twitch, it's like cheating. Cool, man. Thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure. Good luck on the ping pong. Oh, it's just called emission. Bar material to highlight equals that. Since we're using it twice. No, not albedo color. Emission. Wow. Yeah, that looks glowing. Cool. Nice. Oops. So what if we do, what are the colors? Red, green, blue. So let's try to do green. And some transparency. So 0, green. What about this? And what happens if we bring it down, like the transparency very low, like to 0.1? Does that become a soft emission then? Yeah, these are no, they're not different in color. Maybe there is some setting for that. Operator intensity. Okay, for now this is good. I think this does what it needs to do. So let's have it always do that when we look around instead of just when we press build. So I think on every physics process, we want to check. We want to get this. And have a result. So instead of doing it here, let's just do get ray var ray target equals get ray target. And then we'll create a new function. Get ray target. Do that, and then we return result. What's wrong? Fun. There we go. If probably call this like if ray target. Let's see if this still works. Yeah, cool. It's difficult to see anything here, like what's the shape of this? When it's all just emitting. Oh, there is actually a difference in color. These are different. Yeah, okay, nice. That's good. So they are impacted by what color is behind or underneath. And now, instead of on click, let's do it always. And yeah, we should do this multiplayer authority thing. What's up here? Oh yeah, of course. Var array target. And then let's do it always. So now we should just color everything. Yeah. Whatever we're looking at. We can kind of paint here. That's cool. Cool, I just gotta plug in my other computer here so it doesn't all, like, I have the YouTube chat on another computer and it keeps sleeping, like going to sleep. I have to, yeah, this is gonna save me some hassle. Or save me from missing chat. So YouTube chat, you're covered. Now, I want the rate target to only be highlighted. Like there should only be one. How do we do that? Do we make this into some like wrapper thing? Hmm? Right. Because what's actually happening here is we target cube, we change it. Before we move on to another one, we should unchange it. Maybe we need to have some kind of focus wrapper. So like by add focus, you're unfocusing something else, whatever is your current focus. Let's try that. So we add it as a variable here. Focus cube equals. No, we don't give it any value. Func add focus. Node. Target. Let's call it target instead. Target cube. So then we do add target. Target. New target. If target cube remove highlight target cube highlight from highlight cube remove highlight from, what should we call them? The unhighlight. Add highlight to remove highlight from. Add highlight to. And then we do func remove highlight from. Collider. We do the same thing. But then let's just do false here. Can we also, is none a thing in GDScript? Null. And then add highlight to new target. This should actually work. Let's try it. No. Doesn't work. Because we're not using add target. I think target has more use cases than just giving us something to highlight. I think we can actually use it also for like when we're building. So it's still not working. Now it's actually doing add target. If target cube. Oh, it's not adding a target cube. That's the problem. Target cube equals collider. Or no, that's not part of add highlight too. We should do it down here. Target cube equals new target. Set index emission with value type nil. Remove highlight from. Why is that failing? do. Emission. Okay, let's remove that line. I don't see why that is failing and not this one. Oh! It's working. Nice. So let's have us build on top of whatever we're highlighting at the moment. And we should be able to do some really cool stuff. But why did that fail? Maybe we can do if material to highlight emission, then we set it to null. Ah, okay, I know now. I think when we're setting it to false, it's removing it. I think that's what's happening. Because if we do this before, I think it will work. So it's kind of doing it for us already. I assume. No? Invalid set index emission. Ah, okay. You cannot set a value with a null. Doesn't allow you. So how do I do that then? Clear. Godot clear. Godot set null. Maybe I can't. Okay, well, it's an unnecessary detail for now. This works. We should probably also do when if ray target. If we don't have a target, we should probably do, so that means we're looking in the sky. We should probably remove it. Target. Can I do that though? Ray target. No, what is it called? Target cube. No, that didn't help. Yeah, whatever. It can be like that, it's okay. Let's add some building now. On this. Add highlight thing. So if we try to build, let's now do it on the target. If target cube and then we give it a position of target cube dot x, target cube dot z, and then target cube dot y plus, and then we should have in the world generator some constant block size that we can use, plus world generator dot block size. Oh, and we need to call build when we click. Yeah, maybe we do, by the way. I think we do. Get index x. Oh, yeah, it has to be dot position. Oops. Position. Position. Dot position. Do, 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 do. Okay, it doesn't do anything now. Whoa. It crashed. By the way, let's push some changes to Git. Git add all, Git commit, add highlighting on target cubes. Why does this not work? Target cube. We have a target cube. I was really expecting that to work. Is it because I target myself there? Is that why it crashed? And I can't focus myself? Yeah, I think that's why. Yeah, that's why. Okay, let's add that to the backlog. Allow for looking through, targeting through self. Ray needs to go through player body. Okay, so let's do some debugging. Oh. Print build called. Print there is a target cube. There is a target cube, but it's not doing anything. Let's do global. Global position. No, still not. Okay, let's start doing some printing of the positions. Global position of target cube is that. Yeah, so it's 0, 0 for some reason. So it's building it below ground for now. So what are we targeting? We have a collider. New target, new target. Add target. It's the ray target. dot collider. And what is that again? Print. Now this is gonna overprint. Okay, let's do it anyway. Retarget. Print retarget. So it's a position. And a static body that should have a position that is not 0, 0. Okay, let's play this again and look at what does the positions of the static bodies look like. Maybe they don't have one. Maybe we just set the position on the collider and the mesh. That could actually be the case. Like if we look on this one. Node. Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. Interesting. So let's fix that. Let's move the static body as well. So go to the world generator, where we create the cubes. Static body dot position equals position. Is this enough? Whoa. It built something. Oh. Because... wait a minute. Yeah, these are relative positions. So then we shouldn't set position on anything else, I think. Yeah. Yes, look. It works. Oh my god. Nice. And now we looked at ourselves, so the game crashed. Cool. That's amazing. We need to do this now. This is going to be annoying. Allow for the target to... For targeting through subray needs to go through the player body. from intersect. How do we ignore? Exclude. Ah. Yeah, that's it. Exclude self. Array query.exclude RID. Right. No, exclude. And then an array. And then we do get node collision shape 3D dot get RID. Oh yeah, equals. Collision object 3D get RID. Collision object. Isn't that a collision object 3D? Dot get RID. Maybe the player is the collision object. I think it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, so then we just call it then. We don't need to do get node, we just do get RID. Yeah. And now it works. We can look through ourselves. Perfect. So whatever we're looking at is going to be the one who above it boxes will be created. We're gonna die if we jump from here. Aren't we? Whee! Nice. Okay. I'll just go and get something to eat quickly. Just boot this up. Okay, be right back. Right, I'm back. This time I'm not gonna pour yogurt all over my keyboard. I'm gonna try. Okay. So now that we can actually build stuff. We might want to... Oh, What happened there? Now I'm stuck. Oh, there is a box here, but I can see through it because it's not rendered on the inside. Get rid. Okay. So, resource. Gathering, maybe. Might be a good next step. What do you think? I just want to see what happens if we do this with 2 players. Hey, Hakisaki. What's up? How's it going? So let's see if it can sync in the... No, we still have this problem. Right. Did something get built? Oh, the range. I think we're out of range now. All good, all good. Or did he build something over there? No. Okay, let's solve that multiplayer issue. There is a multiplayer spawner. I think that's what's failing. Because in multiplayer we are We are setting the Y position. Let's do like Y ground. No, that won't help. Hacky Sacky, is that Hacky Joe? Or is it someone else? Yep. Okay. Nice. How was Lethal Company yesterday? Did you get any further? I thought I had solved this. When peer is connected, we do add player. And it's even calling this out. Let's check the chat. Zero 22.5. 22.5. It's not true. Player.global position, is there a difference? No. So how did you find the stream, Hacky? Was it through the YouTube? Recommended or something? Hakisaki. It's such a good name. Came up on YouTube proposals. Cool. Yeah, I guess you're subscribed to the channel, right? And then it comes up when I'm live, maybe. Cool. Hey, Mediocre Steve. What's up? Are any of your games on Steam? No. I haven't really created a game yet. This is still just not even a proof of concept. But I'm targeting to have something on Steam by 1st of July. So let's see if we can turn this into something before then. Hmm. How hard is it? How many years to learn? I mean, I've been using Godot, this game engine, for like 3 weeks. It's pretty approachable. Especially if you have some programming background. But there's so many things that go into building a game. So you don't need to know all of it. I think it's rare that someone knows all of it. So you might need to, like, you need art, you need music, you need programming, marketing, and you can collaborate with people, or you can definitely learn it all yourself, I think. But for example, if you want to learn how to build a world like this, I actually created a tutorial on it just yesterday. Let me show you. It's not that hard, I would say. So we'll start in this empty project here. What's your experience, Mediocre Steve? And what do you want to build? I love your name, by the way. Mediocre Steve number 2. You're not even the first Steve who is mediocre, you're the second. That's too far in the distance. We can't look further. That's fine, I think, for building. Should probably be even shorter soon. Make the second player. I need to check on my other computer here to see if I solved this problem. I thought I did. No. Same thing happens there. Thanks for the follow. Nobody's ever caught that before. Very limited programming experience, but decent with music. Have good collaborators for art. The coding just seems so daunting for a complete beginner. Yeah. Yeah, it does. I mean, I think the coding is about starting small. Just start small, do something very simple, and then build on from there. Because if it's daunting and looks like it's hieroglyphs or something, then it means that you, or that's my experience at least, then there are too many unknowns, so it just becomes noise. It's better to try to break it down into smaller pieces and then build up from there. And the good thing about programming in a game is that you get instant feedback, like if something works or not. I don't have any experience with RPG Maker, so I don't know. But I think Godot is good. There are lots of tutorials, like how to do whatever you want, basically, in Godot. You can follow them. And there's like a big community of people creating content to teach each other and to help each other out. There's like good Discord channels. I think you can do it. I think it's the most important might be to choose an engine that is popular, because then there will be a lot of resources that you can learn from. What kind of game do you want to build? But I don't know, I think maybe it doesn't matter that much which tool you choose. I think you will, if you choose RPG Maker, if you choose Godot, Unity, you're gonna learn stuff that is applicable in all of them. For sure. Wait a minute. Is the problem that the position is not being synchronized or something? And there are some really good develop.games, I think is one. If you want to start with game development. Skills required, You will. This is really good place to start, I think. I can send you this link. And in my Discord, I've also tried to gather some that's more music. I don't have enough general advice yet. This is a difficult problem. Okay, for now, I'll just move the player up a bit. Let's say to like 10. Almost. And in the multiplayer script then we can reduce this again. We don't need to be that far above the ground. Cool. No. Now we're looking at each other. We can't do that either. Because then... Because then... the focus code tries to get the cube attributes and they don't exist because we're looking at the player and not a cube. So we need to ignore that too. Okay. Get rids of players. Let's create a function that is called get rids of players. And then we do func get rids of players for player in. Now we need to for is player used here? Player, no, it's not. So maybe we can use it. For player in get siblings get children, get parent dot get children. So now we're checking all the players, and we'll do var rids equals empty list, and then we add it to rids. Rids append player dot get rid, and then we return rids. Let's see how that is.
Jag ska inte dra på spelskärmen. Nej. Vad vi går 17 då?
Mm. Let's see if this still... No, it doesn't work. Print player. Maybe it doesn't find the children.
Den kunde jag redan varit.
Hade den?
Ja, bara spelkvällen är över. Jag var bara, det är inte kväll. Nej, jag inser att det nog är jag som kallar det för spelkväll.
Okay.
Det var från 12 till nu.
Mm. Oh, it's a list in a list. That's the problem. It's getting a bit difficult to navigate this code. So since it's already a list, we don't need to put it in another list. I think that's the problem. Yeah, and join. Yes, it works. Cool. And if we do this, we don't see that. But if I do like, I'm gonna be floating, I think now for this other character. If I stand here, yeah, looks like I'm floating for him. Because they don't synchronize the boxes. Now I'm stuck. Can we just add a multiplayer synchronizer to it? Oops. Add child multiplayer. Sync. Multiplayer sync not declared. Oh yeah, we need to set it to a variable. Whoa, lagging. Really, really bad. Why? Okay, let's try to add a multiplayer spawner here. Multiplayer, let's call it cube spawner in the world environment. And this is where we need to add an element, but maybe we don't have to. We're printing somewhere now. What is it we're printing? Print, yeah. Here. That might be it. No, it's not. It's something else. That makes just that player lag. And now when the other one is disconnected, not so much. Oh. It's probably the synchronizer. Where did the other window go? Yeah, now it's good. Sync scene creation multiplayer. Let's try that. Supports custom node spawns through spawn. Hmm. Yeah, if we add it with code, spawn list. Custom spawn. Will receive the data parameter and should return a node that is not in the scene tree. Can we create one of those ourselves? Like in the world generator. Var multiplayer spawner. Multiplayer spawn. Wait, multiplayer API? Can I call those things directly? Object configuration add. Huh. Can we set this? Multiplayer spawner.spawn function. And then we just do get cube scene. Spawn path. Spawn path. How do we give our own path? I guess it's multiplayer. No, it doesn't have a parent yet. Add scene. Add child. Spawner. Spawn path equals multiplayer spawner dot get parent. With data, what's variant? Describe to store a variety of other types. So when we do build, can we do here instead? Multiplayer spawner. multiplayer spawner, and then this. Dot spawn, and then this. Okay, let's try not to set it. Maybe it defaults to something good. Okay, for now, let's give it as a tuple. And wrap this one. Func spawn cube. Tuple. Return the return value from calling this with tup 0 and tup 1. Tup. And up here, spawner spawn function will be spawn cube instead. I'm gonna be so happy if I can make this work. Okay, let's give it a list then. And we can call it list. It's ugly, but maybe it works. Nothing happens. Spawn cube list. It's not going there. Something is going wrong. It's not calling this function. Is this functionality required for the first version? I don't know. Should I let go of multiplayer for now? Maybe it's sidetracking a bit. Why is it not calling the spawner? It's so confusing. Oh, wrong. It's the wrong input to that function. Well, at least we got one really cool feature added today. The ability to build and highlight target. I think that's a really cool feature. So yeah, now it works. Cool. I gotta go do some grocery shopping actually, but it's been a really fun, really fun streaming session. Started with some Last Epoch gaming for the first 4 hours, and then there's been some game development here. And we got 4 new followers on the channel, so Maple Tuna, who also came with a raid earlier today, Space Guy, new subscriber Fishblood, and then Tony Gen C and Mediocre Steve. So big shout out to the crew. Welcome, welcome. Right, so let's figure out someone to raid. Do you want to see someone in the same category? Game development. This guy. Wait a minute, that looks cool.
Get the signal.
Inter-server communication setup.
The necessity of, oh, you need to migrate the table, you need to define a new column every time, all that stuff I didn't want to have, right? So this is much easier in JSON because you can just change the class file in Java. Then you define a new default value for that.
Let's
new
raid
thing
this
to
guy.
type into the class file. And then even though that thing is now not existing inside of the documents that you already stored, because it has a default value, you can still load the old ones, right?
Right.
So
Thank you so much,
normal
guys. See you
kind of
next time.
migration where you just add new things and don't remove or rename stuff is very easy because I have to do nothing. I just add the thing, give it a default, done, right? I don't have to touch the database even. So that's why it's awesome, right? That's why I'm using a NoSQL database in this case, because it's making the development time much quicker. Maywake, what up? Welcome. Yeah, that's that. And then I obviously then, if you already chose a database for one thing, you should probably try to use the same database for the next thing, except there is a breaking thing that you cannot do this, right?
And remember
You should always
to
try to minimize the amount of technology
stop the
that you're
YouTube
using.
stream.
So having two different databases already
Thank
really,
you.
really bad.
Thank you for
should
tuning in.
Avoid that at all costs, right?
Bye-bye.
Even adding red